Hey guys, hope you're all well. Today I just felt like doing a really chatty video and just answering loads of your questions because I'm just in a chill mood and I thought it would be nice. And I haven't done a Q&A for a while, so I asked you guys for your questions as always, mainly on Twitter. You know, I'm getting bored of the same old, like answering the same old sorts of questions. So I said, you can ask, like it can get as personal as you want. So I'm gonna try and answer as many like risque, just more interesting questions than usual. So I hope you guys will like it, and thank you in advance for your questions. Oh, by the way, because I feel like I'll get loads of questions and I've got questions on my vlog channel as well. My phone case is from Sonics and I love their cases. They do so many good cases. It looks like Comme des Garçons. Okay, question number 1. Okay, Sammy's asked, what is one thing you hate about the blogging/YouTube community? What do I hate? I mean, hate's a really strong word, but I think what I've always found quite difficult and quite frustrating is there's not a lot of originality anymore. Like in general, with a lot of things, there's not much originality anymore. Like it's always such a fine line. You know, when a YouTuber gets inspired by another YouTuber's work and, you know, they think it's so brilliant and they'd love to recreate or, you know, do their own version of something. It can be, like, I feel like straight away in the comments you get so many people hounding you for copying. Some people do just straight copy, but some people do get inspired by other people. And, you know, if you credit them, I think that's fine, you know, that you've been inspired by them. But a lot of the time I really wanted to do a type of video, but I just feel like everyone's just gonna say, oh, you're copying so-and-so. I just feel like it just causes so much drama. So it's almost like sometimes I get stuck doing the same sorts of videos just because I feel like everyone's gonna have a go at me if I try something that someone else may have done. Like, and also it's like loads of other people could have done that. It's just that because this one person, I'm not talking about anyone in particular, by the way, this is just like over like 7 years of doing this. Just because people know of one person that's done it, they assume that they're the only person that's done it, when there could have been hundreds of people on YouTube doing it. But yeah, so the whole like copying thing I find quite frustrating as a YouTuber. Nika asks, will you ever wear your natural hair? I've got this question like every day forever. So I don't know if you guys saw, but maybe I'll put a little picture in. The other day when I was at my hairdresser's, Jana Hair Sanctuary, I was snapping like the different stages of doing my hair. I was snapped like my massive afro and everything, and so many of you were so nice. Like I couldn't believe everyone's snapping me back like, oh my god, your hair looks amazing, so thank you guys. But in answer to your question, oh, it's just so much work. And I know people usually comment and say, well, if you just learn certain techniques, like it won't be hard work, but it's hard work, especially, obviously loads of women do it, but especially with a baby as well, like trying to style my hair and manage my hair every day. It's just effort. And at the end of the day, it's my hair, it's what's on my head. Like no one else should take it personally, what I choose to do with my hair. I just find weave is it actually has helped my hair grow so much. And it's so easy to manage, and it's fun because I can always change up my hair colour and styles and stuff. Don't know why people take it so personally what I do with my hair, it's really odd. Abby says, was having a baby harder, easier, or just what you thought it would be? Hope you're all well. Hey, hope you're well. To be honest, it was kind of what I thought it would be like. Yeah. Oh, if I'm totally honest, like more mums told me that the good outweighs the bad, but at the moment, and I feel like it's very, it doesn't for me. That sounds so bad, but I love the good parts, I love. But I don't think that they outweigh the difficult parts, not the bad parts, the difficult parts. So maybe that will just come with age, but I'm kind of like, what? That's not happened to me. It's difficult, and a lot of times I've felt like I'm losing my mind, like I'm actually gonna go mad. So yeah, it's fun. Beth Russell asks, are you a scrunch or fold type of person, in brackets toilet roll? I am. I think I'm scrunch. It's something I don't actually think about, you know, it's like a really natural, you just do it without thinking. Yeah, I think I'm scrunch. Like, I don't think I have time to be folding toilet paper. Oh, she's also asks, Have any of your friends stopped bothering, no, I think she means bothering you now you've had a baby. Love your vids, by the way, and India's so adorable. Thank you. I don't have that many friends, so the couple I have is the same. Like, I don't think anything's really changed. But yeah, I mean, it's not something I'd notice because I don't like see anyone ever. Lucy asks, do you ever wish you could go a day without being stopped? I think she means being stopped on the street and stuff. No, not really. And it doesn't happen every day, like, at all. It usually happens when I'm in, like, you know, on Oxford Street or more so in central London. But I always am really happy after I come away from meeting someone. Sorry, hiccups. And everyone's always so nice, and I love putting faces to my subscribers. I find it really, I don't know, it's really very like grounding, and I feel like I can understand you guys more as well. Like, the more I meet more of you, I can kind of see what you're like as well in real life. The only time I would ever think that is if I'm, you know, everyone has bad days. Sometimes I'm just in a really bad mood, or I'm in pain that day, or say my period's coming, or I don't know, I've had a really stressful day with Indy, and sometimes it's just not the perfect time for me to have to feel like I have to be really switched on and happy. It's hard for anyone to just have to switch on when you're not in a good mood. So I think that would be the same for loads of other YouTubers as well. But I'm always polite, and I try to be as lovely as I can to anyone that comes up to me, because I know how nerve-wracking it can be to go up to someone. So yeah. Yara asks, do you shave or do you wax? I shave, and I used to wax. I think about 2 years ago, I really got into waxing, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Why did I never do this before? In particular, like the bikini line, because it just keeps, you know, it's like keeps it better for longer. Then I just find it more high maintenance that way, and I like hate that you have to wait for it to grow out. Yeah, it's not the worst pain in the world, but it is painful. And some days I just don't feel like having a woman kind of so close to my vajay. Chantel asks, this is a good question. Were you scared of becoming a mum, as in the responsibilities it would bring? Yes, I was. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I feel like I have, but as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was petrified. It gives me anxiety now thinking about how difficult it was at the beginning, because on one hand, I really did want a baby, and just all, you know, I really wanted to experience what it's like having a baby and bringing up a child and everything. On the other hand, having a lifestyle like we have as YouTubers, it's like, you know, it's very free, and you know, we get to travel when we want, which is so lucky. And for me, it was just free, like, not that it would be hard, and I've never been scared of being a mum, because I've always thought I'll do a good job, like, honestly. I think, yeah, it was the freedom that really scared me, and I do have a hard time dealing with the lack of freedom now, because obviously I don't have maternity leave, so trying to work and be a full-time mum is bloody hard. But yeah, I'm just trying to deal with it as best I can. But that was a really good question. Merv asks, this is another good one. Has Indy changed Jason and yours relationship in any way, or put a strain on it? Yeah, it definitely has put a strain on our relationship. Like, before, we were, again, a lot more carefree. We, you know, did what we wanted. There wasn't as many things that I would kind of be nagging Jason at to do. And as soon as she arrived, you know, it's just this massive bomb of, like, you're exhausted, you've got all this housework to do, you've got bottles to wash, there's like, the list is endless. You know, with all of that stress, it has put a lot of stress on our relationship, but it's something that we're very aware, like, we're always very aware if we feel like we're really suffering, so we just talk about it. Like, the main thing is communication. This is a good one. Ruth asks, do you feel comfortable, this is on Instagram, do you feel comfortable with your mixed race heritage? This is actually a good, I mean, this reminds me of all the comments I get every now and then about Indy, and like asking if I'm going to teach her about her heritage and things like that. Obviously, I find it really baffling that people think I wouldn't want to teach her about both sides of her, like my family. But yes, I do feel very comfortable in my mixed heritage. I know people say, like, oh, because you look on the lighter side, you wouldn't have problems, but growing up I didn't have like weave or anything. I had like my curly frizzy hair, like in big puffs out. I used to wear braids a lot, and you know, so it wasn't like I've always looks like this, but I've always felt quite comfortable in myself being mixed, and I've more so felt quite special being mixed race. So I've always seen it as a really positive thing, to be honest. Do you know what though? The only time is I feel like over the last few years, I think it seems that it's more difficult being mixed, how do I put this, in our industry. I feel like it's a lot more difficult to get noticed and to be featured and to grow, to be honest. You know, a lot of YouTubers have talked about this before, and it's something that I've actually really wanted to talk about before. So, you know, in a nutshell, growing up and now, like, I feel totally comfortable being mixed race. I love it. But I do think it's quite challenging when you're trying to reach the same goals that other people are trying to reach, but you just feel like you're not getting there because of that. And it's really heartbreaking because you can put all your work into something and just not get recognised because of that. And it's, a lot of people can say, oh, you're imagining it, but I don't think people are. I don't think we are, as like mixed and black people. Work-wise, with that in mind, I just try and do the best work that I can, be as consistent as I can, and try and show brands and the industry that there are more options out there. Like, mixed race people don't necessarily have like small audiences or anything. You know, it's not like they're gonna lose out by working with us. So I find it really funny. But yeah, hopefully it's something that can improve on YouTube and on just, again, in the industry. I've had a lot of questions as well about the wedding. Oh God, I'm so out of breath. I just went to get a package from downstairs. I'm so unfit. And yeah, people asking about the wedding, you know, to give details on it and everything. I really want to do a whole video on like wedding planning and wedding tips and stuff like that. So I think that's what I'm going to be filming next. So just keep an eye out for that because I don't want to ignore you guys. And it is a really fun topic to talk about. If you want, you can leave down below on this video questions about the wedding and things, and then maybe I can answer some of your questions about wedding planning and what we're doing for our wedding. I mean, I don't want to give a lot of the things away because the wedding hasn't been yet, but I'll try and answer questions that you have. So you can leave them down below. If there's a good one down below that you wanted to ask as well, just thumbs it up so that, you know, I'm more likely to see it in the comments. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there for today. I kind of wanted some even more like, you know, fun questions to answer, but I think because I'm doing this in the morning, a lot of the people haven't seen my tweet, so I'll try and do this video again and try and, you know, do the same sorts of questions. Thank you guys for your questions. I hope you've liked this video and found it interesting. But this month I've been vlogging like 2 days at a time during the month, so check out my vlog channel for my daily life stuff. And give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.